Welcome to our Microsoft series. This video is around setting up SharePoint. So depending on the size of your business, we would usually recommend that you use a professional Microsoft partner to help and guide you and do the setup. But if you've got a relatively small business with only a couple of users, then setting up SharePoint by yourself should be okay. The first thing to remember is that you've got your main layers of security. Then you've got your users. So the best way of doing the setup is to come up with the different security groups first. This is when looking at the different departments within your business can help. So you'll have an admin user that can see everything, all the file structure, and can do everything within SharePoint. But then you may have a HR user, also an accounts user, but you may then just have a standard base user that can just see the normal files and folders. The reason that it's better to set this up first is because then when you add a user, you just say which type of user they are and what they can access. This also really helps when you're scaling your business. If you're bringing on regular new employees, new users, then having it already set up makes it much faster and quicker because you can just add the new user, select which security group. This is also important if you've got data that is quite sensitive or using different projects. So you can set up a different data set depending on what the employee needs to see. The other thing to remember with SharePoint is that you've got the main data within SharePoint, but also each user will have OneDrive. So that is their own private storage. So they can, if it's just random stuff that they don't necessarily need to litter the company main SharePoint, then they can save in OneDrive as well, but it will also still be synced in the cloud, which is really important for if they need to access it on the go, on their mobile or multiple devices. The final thing with SharePoint is we always recommend you have a separate standalone cloud backup. Remember, the data is in multiple places when you are doing a cloud backup. So you'll have all of your users' data will be in one side, but then you need an additional license for SharePoint and Teams data. So just make sure that you are adding that additional layer of security, just in case anything happens to your main SharePoint data, whether it's gets a virus, ransomware, gets some sort of configuration issue. So we hope you found this video useful. Please do subscribe to our channel. Also, if you click on the link below, it will take you to our learning center where there's lots of different learning around different technology and helping your business grow safely and securely.